Yo, welcome to LitFilmFest Classrooms. I'm not sure whether this is a rap or a song. Sometimes I do both, and this one's gone wrong. Oh, yeah. Well, if that didn't wake you up, well, you should be awake. It's like 10:30. Come on, guys. Yeah, wake up. Hi, and welcome to LitFilmFest Classrooms. I'm Tim, and I'll be teaching you how to finish off writing and filming your feature-length story. It's week 7 of 7. Whoa, that's such a big number. And we are going to be writing up our ideas today in order to help us with filming on Thursday's lesson. So let's get back into scene writing. That's how we're going to finish off this week. What I'd like you to do is write a scene introduction for this piece of footage that I'm going to show you now. I'd like you to write where they are and what are they doing, and also what are they thinking about and how are they feeling. But I'd like you to write that as a script. If you need to pause the video after watching this, you're very welcome to.
It's not real, the ceiling. It's just bewitched to look like the night sky. I read about it in Hogwarts, a history.
Will you wait along here, please? No. Before we begin, Professor Dumbledore would like to say a few words.
I have a few start-of-term notices I wish to announce.
Now, let's just check that you got all of those features, because I want you to make sure that you are writing scripts properly. So, did you remember all of the features when you wrote up that script? Did you remember writing the character names with a colon after them to show who is speaking? Did you remember the dialogue as well, to write what they were speaking and making sure that's clear that that person is saying that? Did you remember the stage directions and how did you write them? Did you try and write them in italics? Because that's quite a cool way to write that, between the characters, showing what they're doing and how they're meant to be acting. Did you also remember to use adverbs to show how that character is speaking? If you did, you got 4 out of 4 and a massive thumbs up from me. Look how big my thumb is. Bigger than my face. A bigger thumbs up than my face. If you didn't get 4 out of 4, that's okay. We're going to have a go at writing our own scripts now. Just remember that you get those features in your scripts today. And also, just to reiterate, when we write stage directions, we like to challenge you through using an emotion, comma, sentence. And just to recap, the emotion, comma, sentence was you use an emotion, a comma, and then you explain what the character does feeling that way. So desperate, comma, she pushes through the reeds at the edge of the Amazon. Terrified, comma, he freezes instantly to the spot. Petrified, comma, he turns to see who has spoken. Petrified, comma, he turns slowly to see who has spoken. Again, adding adverbs in there really makes it pop. Also, you can see that the tense here is present tense, and that's actually quite an important part of script writing, that you want to be telling the actors what they're meant to be doing at that exact moment. So you can see desperate, comma, she pushes rather than she pushed through the reeds at the edge of the Amazon. So try to write in present tense as you're writing a script today. That's good practice for you. So let's write up our first two scenes. Here's the ideas that we've already had. You should have planned these in yesterday's lessons, but just in case you need a refresher, then here are the ideas. In scene 1, I want you to write up them travelling back to where they arrived in Diary Week and start to unravel this mystery. Just off the back of that flashback from next week, maybe they need to talk about that, so you need some dialogue in there discussing what they've just unravelled. And maybe that takes them then on to actually trying to find who their arch nemesis is, their evil villain that they need to defeat, or who they need to have arrested if you are going for detectives in this. Do they also follow someone? So does someone walk onto the scene and then they decide to follow from a distance? Or does someone come up to them and tell them secret information about that secret hideout, or where the person is hiding out? Hiding out is the same thing as a hideout. Just a little technicality there. This scene is really to connect your flashback with meeting your nemesis. How does that happen? And also, how do your characters talk about what they've just learned from in their flashback? In scene 2, they meet their nemesis and then decide to run away because they realise it's so dangerous. Why is it dangerous? You might want to explore that. And also, what does their escape route look like? How are they escaping away from the villain? Are they running through the streets? Is there a car chase? It's absolutely up to you. I'll leave it at that for today. Just write up those first two scenes. Make sure you do a good job. Don't forget to use an emotion, comma, sentence per scene as well. We'd really like to see that and write in the right tense. And if you send in your work to us on Facebook through our LitFilmFest Classrooms page, or at LitFilmFest on Twitter, or info@litfilmfest.com on the old email, then we'd love to celebrate your work on the 15th of June as well, on our LitFilmFest Classroom Showcase, where we'll be celebrating the best people who have used LitFilmFest across this year. So please do send in your stuff and let us know if you want to be involved with that. That's it for today, I think. What gags do I have around today? No jokes for an outro, I'm afraid. So I'm just going to sit here in silence till you're really. Just going to sit here. Just till you've gone. Just going to stay down. jokes have dried up. They've all gone. All my jokes have gone. They fell out. All my jokes fell out of my brain. Like a dried pea. A dried pea in the wind. It's what lockdown's like, isn't it? Just end up staring at stuff just for hours on end. I can't wait to go outside. Oh yeah, we can all go out now. That's good, isn't it? At the time of filming, we could anyway. I can't even stare. I can't even stare at you for so long. It's really difficult. I've got too much energy. Too much energy and not enough time. Too much, no, not enough time. I've got loads of time. Too much energy and not enough to kind of do. That makes sense? You get that? You dig it? Alright, see you everyone. Bye. I use the old hand. I used to use that all the time. I haven't used that in a while. See ya. Bye!